Hi YouTube. Okay, so on this video I'm going to talk about our life after we decided to adopt. My husband and I talked about it for a while, and we did some research online, but what I really wanted to do was talk to somebody that was adopted. And I have a really good friend that lived next door to me at the time that happened to be adopted. So I figured, the best way to learn about adoption is to ask somebody that's been through it. So I asked my neighbor about it, and she was in a closed adoption. And she told me that she's always had a problem feeling, she felt like a piece of her has been missing her whole life because she doesn't know where her chapter 1 began. And I guess that's just a natural thing, because I've talked to a couple of people that have done that. I've talked to very few people in close adoptions that don't seem to mind it at all. So after talking to a couple of different people that happened to be adopted, we decided to go with an open adoption. However, we knew that if we did an international adoption, the chances of having an open adoption would be very slim. So once we decided to pursue an open adoption is when we started to call different agencies and find out prices and rules and find out everything we needed to do and so we could adopt. And so I found an agency, and they're really good. And I'd heard about them through other people that have used this agency. So the word gets out that we're adopting, because our adoption agent said, a lot of times people will find their own birth mom because they'll get the word out they're adopting and somebody will know somebody else. This is bugging me. And that's how they find their own birth mom, and it happens a lot quicker. So we decided we were going to get the word out to everybody that we were adopting, and that's how I found my son's birth mom. So now I'm going to fast forward. The first time I ever talked to Lauren was on Facebook. I was really scared to talk to her because I didn't want her to not like us too quickly. I didn't have a profile yet for adoption, so all I had was my Facebook, and she could look at that, but I figured, well, we wanted to know the real us anyways, so this way she can see all the weird, crazy sides of Brett and Candace. So, she saw her profile, and then I kind of talked to her through her mom, because I work with her mom. And then, so the day comes where finally her mom was like, why don't you just send her a message on Facebook? And I was really scared at first. I don't know why, but I just decided, okay, I'll send her one. And so I remember thinking about it the whole day, what am I going to say? So I sent her a message, and I wonder if I have that message. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on. Okay, I just went and got, these are all, I saved every single text message and Facebook message. I wonder if I have a Facebook message. Yes. Because I wanted to be able to remember this, and I knew that there was a good possibility that this was going to work out. And I kind of wanted Sawyer to know his story, how it began, and kind of see what we were going through and what his birth mom was going through, because I really think he'll appreciate it when he's older. Okay, so I'm going to look for the first message. I don't know if I have the very first one. I don't. Dang it. Okay. Well, basically, I just sent her a message just saying, hi, this is Candace, and telling who we were, and she wrote back, and I was very excited. I remember thinking, I don't know, every single message I got, I just got a little bit more excited, but I didn't want to get too excited because I really didn't know where this was going to go, but I figured if anything I could learn from this. So we sent each other Facebook messages for a long time. And we really got to know each other. We'd never talked on the phone, we'd never met in person, all we had was Facebook. So, I'll show you something. These are our Facebook messages. I kept all these. And like we talked about, like we asked each other a lot of questions to really get to know each other. Like we'd always, we'd answer questions and then ask more questions. Let's see, I'll read a little something. Okay, she sent me a message saying that sometimes she just sits in her backyard and watches her dogs play, and I thought that was so fun because I love animals and I do the same thing. So I told her there's absolutely nothing wrong with watching your animals, and I answered all these different questions that she had, and then at the end I asked her questions, kind of like what makes you happiest, do you like being an only child, what are your hobbies, who do you look up to the most, and so we really got to know